When it comes to the production of your live selling event, you want to watch out for some key technical, problem areas that could arise, and make sure that you're covered and maybe you have some, the right setup in place. And the ones that I want to, highlight is obviously the light, the sound, the video, and the bandwidth that you need in order to host and organize your live selling events. And I'm going to show you a couple of ideas and products. So we don't endorse any of them. We just want to give you some samples, and then you can do your own research in order to find the product that really works for you. But there is a lot of interesting tech available right now that really makes it possible to have a very professional setup on like a budget these days, right? So a lot of cool hardware out there, and I think one of them is Mevo. So that's a tool or camera, a set of cameras that you can purchase, and it allows you to create a multi-camera setup. And that's really exciting actually, because you can have like an app where you can control those cameras, you can switch through them, and you could now have like a camera setup that maybe one is like, showing the whole scene, one is like a close-up on the products, one is maybe from the side, and it can create like a really dynamic environment that's looks like a TV production, I suppose, right? So that's pretty cool. So I would definitely look around for what type of like cameras are there available today in the market, because as said, like a lot of great hardware now that will really improve the quality of your live stream. The other thing is, of course, the light. So you want to make sure that you have some sort of a light that like either makes you lit up, or the product lit up, or like the whole scene lit up. And you want to have a strong light, like a professional studio light, a ring light, or something along those lines, that you can find online for sure. And the light is really helping the video quality as well, because that will make everything more crisp and bring out the shadows, and just have a good setup on the video quality, or impact on the video quality. So I would definitely look for the light to have like a good lit up scene. If you're moving around, get something mobile, but everything is available in all forms and shapes. And again, this depends really on your use case. So if you have like a stationary studio, then you can have like a different type of setup than if you are on the move all the time. The other thing is the microphones. So here, like, would definitely maybe consider something that's like as close to the person as possible. So it's like a lavalier microphone. They have wireless ones. They have like with cable. You get some where you can have two people at the same time. And I think again, this depends a little bit like what you're trying to achieve. You need to watch out like what is the device that you're actually streaming with. So if you're streaming with a like a mobile phone, you need to make sure that it works with the mobile phone. So again, you have to do your own research and figure out which microphone works for the rest of your setup. And that's why we can't give you like a blueprint for that. But again, just like make sure and don't forget about having a good microphone and test the sound to have great quality. Because I think like while the video is important, like people really don't want to like listen to or watch a video that has like terrible sound and they can't really hear what's going on. And the other thing is, don't forget to especially if you're using a mobile phone to stream, to have like some sort of a way to charge it at the same time, so that you don't run out of battery along the way, because that would be quite fatal, I suppose. And the bandwidth, as mentioned, another thing to watch out for, you should have like a decent bandwidth going on, something that where you can have like a very crisp Google or Zoom Meet usually that should work, but like the better the bandwidth, the less frames will be dropping, and the less your audience will have to deal with any issues there. And that's what you want to make sure about. So make sure you have good quality internet. Usually when you do this from your office or from home, shouldn't be a problem, but like if you are doing anything that's like happening in malls or like in public Wi-Fi places, I think you want to consider maybe getting some sort of like a wireless Wi-Fi access, or like a SIM card for a mobile phone, or some sort of a HubSpot that you control on how much bandwidth goes through. So those are some of the tips and the things that you should definitely like consider: the light, the sound, the overall video quality, and the bandwidth that you need for your live streaming setup.